The seventh chord of the scale is in a triad form, it's diminished. So if I play my triads, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, and then here comes my diminished triad. And a diminished triad is made up of a root, a flat third, and a flat fifth. Okay. If you put a 7 on that, then you have a root, flat third, flat fifth, and a 7, a flat 7, and that makes a half diminished chord. If we look at the notes of a C sharp diminished, we have C sharp, and we have E, and we have G. Now, the reason why this is a good substitution for an A7 is because all of these notes are in an A7 arpeggio. So right now I'm playing a C sharp diminished, but if I all of a sudden hit my open A, we're going to hear an A7 chord. There's A7. It sounds completely different, right? So that that's the relationship between the 5 chord and the 7 chord. Yeah, so if I did, that would be my diminished chord. And a more guitar way to do that would be, so this is our diminished chord, and this isn't in diatonic harmony because this chord doesn't exist in the major scale. It exists in the melodic minor scales and the harmonic minor scales. That's where it comes from, but it doesn't come from the major scale, which is why it's not thrown in that spot, in the diatonic harmony spot. But it's still a really useful chord, and we introduce it in the arpeggios and the 7th chords because you need to learn this chord because it pops up in a lot of different places. But that's just like, sometimes it's helpful to know where all the chords come from and why they're there.